One of the benefits of winter digging is that when it comes to spring, the soil comes down so much easier. And if you can catch heavy clay soil after a rain, when it starts to dry, then it's even easier. And even the bigger lumps just knock down to give you the sort of planting and sowing conditions that you need. So you can see just how easy that rakes down. And once I've raked the worst, or perhaps a quick word about my device to, I hope, control pigeons, foxes, aphids, cabbage root fly, carrot fly, pretty well everything. I'll let you know at the end of the season how we get on, but one like this that we've used at the schools has worked remarkably well. But having pulled down the soil, then I need it much finer if I'm going to sow things like parsnips, and you can do that pretty easily with a 12 or 14 time rake, and it just comes back. You can knock the lumps and just pull that and get a really good fine finish. Now once you've got that nicely raked down, then it's a matter of drawing out the drills. When you put the rake down, remember, always goes head up. If it goes the other way and you tread on it, it can half give you a clout. When it comes to drawing the drill, I'm drawing quite a deep drill here for peas. I like to keep my foot on the line. That just keeps the line straight. So I'm pulling out quite a deep drill. A lot of the books will tell you to draw out a flat bottom drill, and you can do that. I'm afraid I always do it the rather lazy way and sow my peas in a V-shaped drill. And I'm pretty generous with the sowing too. They're good big seeds, so just sprinkle those in so they're about an inch or so apart. Where they've come in a bit of a cluster, you can just finger them to make sure you've got them pretty well equally spaced. A little tip I can give you too, I like everything clearly labelled, and with the seeds that are sown, that come in a really shiny, thick paper packet, if you fold that so that you have the name on the inside and a nice sharp piece at the top, that just goes over the cane like that and will remain pretty weatherproof, certainly through to the harvesting stage of the peas. Now I'm trying to get as many crops as I can under this Enviromesh frame, and so I'm intercropping with some calabrese lettuce, and there'll be a calabrese again. And if you're buying calabrese plants, just check on the seed leaves. If those are starting to go a bit yellow, it means the plants have had a bit of a check, and if you can get a fresh delivery with those seed leaves still nice and rich green, so much the better. Now further over, I've got a much more shallow drill for parsnips. Whatever you do, if you're sowing parsnip, don't do it on a windy day because they're big seeds and the neighbours will have more than you. And this is primed parsnip seed, and I'm sowing 2 or 3 seeds every few inches, what we call station sowing, so that I don't have to do too much transplanting. Sorry, thinning. Yeah. There we are. In the next row over, I'm going to be sowing some unprimed parsnip seed just to see what the difference is. I have been sowing prime seeds for several years and much prefer it. There is a problem with supply. In 2019 we had Optigrow, which got the Chelsea Award for innovation, but there's been a problem with delivery. So often happens with these things, but Optigrow should be available next year. I'm using a commercial primed parsnip seed here and comparing it with an unprimed, and I would expect the primed seed to be up at least 2 weeks before the unprimed. And of course one of the problems with parsnips is germination in cold soil. One other quick tip while we're doing this pre-Easter weekend multi-job demonstration. When you get onion sets, you'll find some are quite small and some are quite large, and what I tend to do is sort them out and plant a small one, then a large one, and a small one, then a large one, so that the big ones, which are likely to make slightly larger onions, just have a bit more space. As well as getting the potatoes planted this weekend, that should be enough jobs for one day. Oh, forgot to show you how to cover the seeds up after they were sown. You do need that straight tined rake again, and then just very lightly cover that. You just need the finest of soil so that the parsnip seed's covered by about 1 inch.